Hi, I'm Brian Woods, and I'm joined by Leisa Wilcox today. And we're going to talk a little bit about international real estate opportunities. Now, Leisa is a licensed real estate agent in Tennessee. And it just so happens that Tennessee is one of my states that I'm a licensed real estate broker in as well. So let's talk about this from a Tennessee perspective for a minute or two here. Obviously, you with your experience in Tennessee, a lot of times people don't think about global opportunities there. Can you talk a little bit about, kind of how, what's going on, what the general mindset is a little bit in Tennessee?
Sure. Yeah, and I'm also originally from Alabama, so as a Southerner, we don't tend to think even outside of the South that much particularly for investment opportunities. It's just not kind of on our radar to look outside of kind of where we live and where we are. Sometimes foreign things scare us a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just kind of look right down the block or, maybe across the city, but not even out of the city that they're in, right?
Yeah.
And those aren't necessarily the best opportunities. So if you can expand your horizons a little bit, which can be a scary thing to do,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it comes down to having the appropriate guidance and working with the right real estate professionals like yourself to be able to help people open up to and understand other possibilities that are elsewhere in the world.
Yeah, that's right.
So, what types of advice might you give somebody who is looking to maybe start to explore expanding their real estate portfolio outside of Tennessee or the South? To maybe look at places like Dubai or other Emirates in the United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, I think it's always just like any other real estate transaction. It's important to figure out what it is you're looking for. Are you strictly looking for an investment property, something that you want to rent out? Are you looking for like a vacation home kind of a situation that you want to come back regularly and visit? Are you looking to find a place, maybe you travel a lot and you're looking for some kind of other spot in the world to park, while you're on this side of the world? Or are you looking to totally relocate and, get residency somewhere else and that type of thing? So I think that that's always the key. First of all, is what exactly are you looking to do?
Yeah. What are you looking to do, and how much money do you have that you are able to allocate to doing this, right?
Yeah.
From a Dubai standpoint, a lot of times people think, oh my gosh, I got to have, millions
cash,
of dollars, all cash in order to do this. And that's just not true, is it?
No, that's not true. And even here in Dubai, there are opportunities for financing as well. I think, like you said, a lot of people don't understand that is an opportunity.
An opportunity, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to have all cash.
That's right.
No, yes, if you have all cash, that's fantastic too,
better.
right?
Yeah,
But there's financing opportunities. There's opportunities, as low as typically $200,000 US all the way up to the sky.
However much you want to spend.
Yeah, yeah, the sky's not even the limit over here.
Past
right?
the sky. Yeah.
So there's opportunities, and it really is a global space. The world has gotten a lot smaller. And I know that, especially in Tennessee, there's a lot of people that just haven't experienced that yet.
Correct.
And so, we just completed doing a trade mission through Global Opportunities Real Estate. You and your husband, Randy, who is not in the business, right?
Correct. Yep. He's an artist. He's not involved in real estate at all. He helps me with marketing, but other than that, no.
And moral support.
That's right. And very much moral support. Yeah.
Anybody that knows anything about real estate, we need our own moral support as well, right? But you guys just came on the trade mission. This was your first time to Dubai, right?
Yes, it was.
And so, maybe you can talk just a little bit about why you wanted to come on the trade mission and what your thoughts were before you came, and how maybe that trade mission participation has changed things for you.
Sure. Yeah, that's a lot of that was a real loaded question there. Multiple things. So first of all, I did get excited and invested in this real estate company, Global Opportunities Real Estate. So definitely I wanted to kind of check on my investment, but also just to understand just the breadth of opportunities that are here in Dubai, and kind of understand the culture as well. I think I'd say, and this is not just a Southern thing, but a United States thing, is we aren't super great about learning about other cultures, and I think that it feels very foreign to visit the Middle East, to address, in any way, much less investment in this part of the world. And so, I just wanted to see kind of what it was like and understand. I kept hearing about how big, how kind of New York-ish it was, or whatever, major metropolitan city, and I didn't think big enough.
Yeah, New York doesn't even do this justice at all,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, it didn't. It kind of blew my mind. But all of that is why I wanted to come here and see, and also just understand. I think it's always, I guess the world experienced the crisis of 2008, 2009, but certainly we experienced in the United States, and everybody was talking about real estate bubbles, right? Mm-hmm. And so when you start to hear about all the opportunities in Dubai, I think certainly my first thought was, and I think a lot of other people say, when's the bubble?
Mm-hmm.
Where did we miss?
When's the bubble gonna break?
Exactly. When's that happening? Or did I miss, surely you can't support all this growth. And I have heard that question or that statement from other people as well. And I don't blame them for thinking that, because it does seem crazy. To see this much development, this much new construction, and still people are clamoring, racing here to go. And I don't know what to tell you. I've seen it with my own eyes now, that there are just people everywhere ready to buy. And we did learn that there's research that has been done recently that says they're still underbuilding for the demand here in Dubai, and I think that, I don't know that I could necessarily see with my own eyes, but I have learned that while I'm here, and just seen a little bit more about how there's a launch and then boom, things are gone, and that is just.
So boom, things are gone after a launch. Let's put some perspective around that, right? Because a lot of times people feel that us as real estate brokers are trying to put the pressure on them to say, you need to act right now.
Right.
But that's not what we're really talking about here, is it? It's not pressure from us from a standpoint of, oh my gosh, buy now so we can get a commission.
Correct, yeah.
So how does that differ here in Dubai versus, Tennessee
Yeah.
with new construction.
Yeah. Well, I think that, every once in a while you've got a really, like in Nashville, you've got an interesting project that comes along and people will rush to buy it, but not sell it out, not instantly, or there's multiple projects being built in downtown Nashville and they take a while to sell out.
It may take years, right? To sell out.
Exactly. And it's a paradigm shift in your brain, really, of how to do that. And certainly anybody who has worked with me before knows that I want to make sure I have all the information. I don't let my clients rush. That's one thing that they will all say, I've pulled them out of more houses than I've, sold them. But in this situation, any questions, whatever you have, we need to get that figured out before the launch.
Yeah.
Because some of these projects are even selling out before they launch.
Exactly. Imagine that, a launch for a development and you can't even buy it because it's already sold out.
Yeah, and no grounds broken or anything.
No funny business going on here. It literally is, there's that much demand for these types of projects that are here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also something that I was very put at ease about is that, because these projects are, 2, 3, 4 years out, you're giving money, and in the United States, we might think, that company's going to go bankrupt or going to whatever. And these things are, the government of Dubai is involved in this. And that just helps me feel more secure about all of that. Maybe you can explain a little bit more about that.
I think there's two pieces to that, right? So, as Leisa was mentioning, the government of Dubai, the Dubai Land Department, has a escrow account for every development, not just every developer, but every development that every developer has. And so you as a buyer have the ability to put your funds into that escrow account as opposed to give it to the developer. Now, you also have the ability to give it to the developer if you would like as well. And if you think about that, why might you give it to the developer as opposed to put it in an escrow account? Well, if you give the developer your funds, they're going to give you a better deal on that.
Right.
Now, what other types of mechanisms are in place there? Well, when you work with Global Opportunities, we don't work with every developer that is in the market here. We work with established and reputable developers that are in line with our vision and our mission.
Yeah, people we have relationships with.
We have relationships with, and a relationship is the name of the game.
That's right.
And so, through working with Global Opportunities, you're able to tag on to that relationship. And that's another level of safeguard, if you will, on that versus, some fly-by-night company that just set up and, it sounds too good to be true. And well, we've all been around the block a few times on this. If it sounds too good to be true, it normally is, isn't it? Yeah.
But in this case, it's legit.
Yeah, in this case, it's legit.
Yeah.
So let me back up a little here, and I'm going to give a little bit of the background as to how Leisa and I actually met.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I am, in addition to being involved as the Global Business Director for Global Opportunities, I'm very involved in the United States and other places as well. So I'm a realtor in the U.S. I am a licensed real estate broker in many states in the U.S. But I also am an educator, and I believe heavily in education, and that's one thing that we are very big on at Global Opportunities, is making sure that you have all the answers and all the education that you possibly can so that you can make the best decision for you, whether that's make the investment or not make the investment. At least you are making an informed decision, and that's what matters to us. So as an educator, I am also I also teach courses that are developed by the National Association of Realtors, which is the largest trade organization, I think, anywhere, but at least in the United States. And so for real estate professionals that are interested in international real estate, there is a 5-day, it's like drinking from a fire hose, of information that we do called Certified International Property Specialist, or CIPS for short. And so the Nashville Association of Realtors, the local association that Leisa belongs to, and I put this course on together. Now, this course was actually supposed to be in person. However, as you guys already know, 2020 did not quite go according to plan, did it?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
So the CIPS went on anyway. Just we didn't do it in person. We did it virtually on Zoom. And so, as a result of that, Leisa was a participant in that CIPS course, and that's where we actually met. And so, we actually began talking and all that, and we never actually met each other in person.
Right, for another couple of years.
Yeah,
several years.
Several years after that. We were talking, but we never met each other in person. All right, so my reason for explaining this, background, is this is how you are able to move forward. If you're an international real estate agent, right? This is where you get educated, and then you're able to move forward like Leisa did. Not only taking her business global right in Tennessee, which there are plenty of opportunities with international companies and all of that, and people from other parts of the world moving to Tennessee. There are people that are moving from Tennessee to other parts of the world as well. So I'm here to tell you, global is well and alive in Tennessee.
That's right.
Not just Nashville, but across the whole state, right?
Correct. Yeah.
But this is how you're able to move forward and take your business forward. And Leisa has done a remarkable job of doing that with her local business, and then getting involved with global opportunities and Dubai on that. So, any thoughts on that in your journey moving forward from being kind of that local Tennessee gal to international gal?
Yeah. Well, I mean, international has always been kind of part of my heart. For myself and my husband as well, we really value travel. We really value cultures. And so that's kind of on my radar regardless. But certainly as many corporate headquarters are moving into the state, those people have global offices and they transfer people in and out all the time. And so there definitely is so much opportunity, even in a place that you don't really think of as kind of being a mover and a shaker in the global sphere. But we do have lots of people. Also, we have multiple hospitals, particularly in Nashville. We have multiple hospitals and universities that have international people coming in. And so, there's definitely opportunities there.
Yeah. So, whether you're in Tennessee, in the Nashville Association listening to this, or you're someplace else, it doesn't really matter where in the U.S. that you are, Canada, or anywhere else for that matter. People are moving to Dubai and investing in Dubai, and there's wonderful opportunities for you to be able to get involved. Part of our business model is to work with other real estate professionals. And so we can help you leverage the global opportunities to be able to expand your existing real estate business. So get educated, right? Whether that's the CIPS, whether that's, I have a global real estate practitioner certification that I offer as well, or anywhere else that you can get education. I am very passionate about education. So get the education, but get going, take steps forward. If you have any questions about how to move forward on an international basis, whether it's Dubai or not, feel free to reach out to myself. I'm sure Lisa is happy to talk to you as well, right? There's no time like the present to move your international business forward. Anything else that you'd like to share with people?
I can't think of anything else. I think we covered it.
Awesome. Well, again, Brian Woods here with Lisa Wilcox, and we're here to help you with your international business in Dubai and beyond. Thanks.
Thanks, y'all.